Some things are not good to keep quiet. It is not always good to keep quiet in issues. When somebody do this, leave them now. Tomorrow, just leave them. We know what we are doing. Just let them do what they are doing. Have they come to our land? This was exactly what our Ikwere people were doing. I'm an Ikwere man from Romawa community in Odegun, Emoha local government. This is exactly what our people did. Leave them now. Leave them. They have not come to collect our land. Let's leave them. Let's not find trouble. Just let them be. This is exactly the same character of the average Igbo nation. Everybody in Igbo. This is the same character. We are Igbos. We the Ikweres. We are Igbos. This is the same character all of us have. We are never bold enough to come out and take what belongs to us. We are not like that. Always very lazy. Always very with cowardice attached to it. Now leave them home. May they not come home. May they not come take what. You see, this is the attitude of the Igbo. This is why today we almost lost Bonny. The Igbo nation have lost Bonny and we are almost about to lose Opobo. Do you know why? Because one man, Dapabriye or whatever his name, Alex Dapabriye, came up and wrote an history sponsored by the state government of then River State by DSP. They sponsored this narrative, this history. That history was not an history meant for that generation. They knew that generation was not going to take that history from them. Because as at the time they wrote the history, Dapabriye wrote the history linking the Opobos and Bonny people to Ijo. Those that were ruling the then Opobo and Bonny were Igbos. The then kings of Opobo and Bonny were Igbos. Everything about Opobo and Bonny as them were Igbos. So they never even cared. So do you know what those kings and those Opobo kings and the rest of them, what they said when Dapabriye was writing that history? He said, leave him now. That man is a madman linking us to Ijo. Who does he think he is? I mean, leave him. What has he come to remove anything from us? Let him continue to write his nonsense. So there was this complacency, this I don't care attitude. Leave them. I don't know if it is born out of cowardice or whatever. Simply confront a narrative being played by someone else in your own face. You are not yet dead. But confront this narrative and try to change the narrative. You know if you do them. They said, leave him now, leave him, making right within. They never knew that Dapabriye was not writing that history for that period. He was not writing it for their own consumption. He wasn't writing that history for their dispensation. He was writing that history for the future. Because the future is more important than the present. Dapabriye knew this. So they came up and started writing all those history. The same thing they did to the Ikweres. They came and wrote Ikwere's history, sponsored by DSP government, directed by Gowon. All this. Do you know what they did to us in the gazetting? In the gazetting of tribal gazetting, they removed Ikwere as Igbo, removed Eche as Igbo, removed even Ndoki, removed Asa that was lately joined. They removed all these people as Igbo in the gazetting. Just like our Anyoma, that till date, at least they still kept them there as Igbo in the gazette. They are still there, well gazetted as Igbos. But here in River State, they deliberately, who did it? DSP. They deliberately removed all this name so that we will not have any link to, nothing to do with Igbo. Now, this was how they went on and began to write, pay people, pay all these people. These people they paid, none of them is historian. Dapabriye is not an historian. Elecha Amadi is not an historian. They didn't read history. They know nothing about history. But then, they paid all these people because these are willing tools that were available as at then. So they paid them, so go ahead and write history. This was how they wrote all this history. The history they were writing as at them, most Ikwere people, elders, were against it. Why are you writing this? But then, they knew it was not meant for their consumption. It was meant for the consumption of people coming in the future. And now today, the people of Bonny, the people of Opobo, have now embraced that history that their forefathers, their fathers were against. Their fathers were against. They laughed at this history. Their fathers laughed at the history. They live what does Dapabriye know? Is he an Igbo man? Is he our brother? Does he know anything about us? He is writing what he does not know, linking us to Ijo. Doesn't know anything. This was how they laughed over Tababriye's history. They refused to do anything, refused to take any action. They refused to even come up with another history, at least to make straight, to give a direction to their children. They never did that. They laughed over it today. That history they laughed over is what their children is embracing. Today, the history of Ikwere falsified that we are not Bini people. That we, Ikwere people, are not Bini people. Is now what most Ikwere children is believing. Forgetting all the evidences, all the affinities, resemblances we have in commonality. They have forgotten all that. They now embraced, gradually embracing what a man wrote 50 years back. Something that was originally meant to divert the attention or to fragment us, balkanize us. The average Ikwere man now feels that of a truth we must be from Benin. We must be from Benin. With no resemblance, with no affinity, no commonality, nothing to show that we are even Benin. All the evidences links us as Igbo. All the evidences links us as Igbos.